There they are, a cause of half a dozen murders or more, a heap of trouble over a small pile of things.
I've been waiting for you, Scott. Have you got the diamonds?
Perhaps.
I knew you'd win. You're rich.
You've hardly been helpful, Louise.
I'm sorry. But Freddie would have killed me if I had have said anything. Oh, Scott. You've suffered for so long. We both have. Let's run away together, you and me. What do you say?
What could I say? I didn't have to say anything. I could open the door and tell her to get out, or I could start driving with her by my side.
No, Louise. No matter where we went, I'd still see the faces of Ralph and Mickey and Dan and the others.
All right, Scott. I've made my play and lost. Do you mind if I smoke?
You still want that light?
I thought the police still had this. I guess Louise gets what she wants, even when she's on the wanted list.
You're a move, Mr. Private Detective.
I could drive her over to Denton, or open the side door and let her go. Which was it to be?
Get out, Louise. I'll stall Denton a couple of hours. Disappear.
Thank you, Scott. Good luck. Perhaps one day we'll meet again.
Maybe we will, and maybe we won't. I hope it won't be raining.
There's no reason for me to go back there. The occupant of room 78 is now the occupant of cell block number 9. Back at my office. The alley. Emptier than my checking account. It's nailed shut. Sal did that after 2 kids lifted a candy bar and ran out through the back. He hates to give anything away. A mark in the door, a bullet hole, and the bullet's still home. It's playing hard to get. A bullet. Looks like a small caliber, but big enough to kill. Back at the police station.
Hey, Scott, we got Freddie Creel on ice, and he's staying there. Ralph Spencer and Kyle Brewer were hit with a .44. All the bullets match Creel's gun. He's up on charges of murdering Dan Small, Ralph Spencer, and Kyle Brewer. Seen the Creel woman? We want her as an accessory.
I dug this out of a wall. What can you tell me about it?
Where did you find it?
If I told you, you'd get mad at me.
Supposing I get mad at you anyway.
Trust me on this one.
I'll have the boys in ballistics check it out. Thanks for handing it in, Anger. A 32. Who does it belong to?
Someone who owns a 32. I want ballistics to check it out to see if it fires bullets like any you've got in record.
Okay, Clammouth. Wow, Scott, you just won yourself the keys to the city. Tell me, how'd you find these?
I told him. I kept the part about Carol out. That left a hole in it wide enough to fit a police truck. but they were so pleased to get their ice back they just drove straight through without noticing. Back at my office. Frankie's notepad. Back at the police station.
Still looking for the Creole woman. You see her anger. Bring her in. Stay out of trouble.
Back at my office. Siesta time. I woke up with my face smeared across the sheets. My makeup had worn off. Back at the police station.
About this gun. We matched it.
With what? A China patent? The drapes?
With the 32 bullets you gave us. Acted coy about who it belonged to. Check the serial number. Suppose you tell me what Miss Henderson was shooting at.
I can't right now. Give me a little time and I'll tell you everything.
You bet you will. In the meantime, I'll keep the gun.
A bullet from Frankie's gun hit a door in the alley behind my office. Angela Donald was shot dead in that alley by a bullet they never got a positive ID on. It could be the same one. I feel like that bullet just hit my gut. Back at the Tribune. Are you still thinking about us, Frankie?
I never stop, Scott. But I gotta get this story out of the way first.
Tell me about Angela Donald.
That's in the past, Scott. I've been thinking about the future. You and I.
Frankie, I know that you shot Angela. I heard the 3 shots from the green sedan. But you know there was a 4th because you fired it from across the street. Big Joel wanted us scared, not dead. You had the gun, the motivation, and here's the proof. I've had your gun tested. It matches the bullet that killed Angela.
It's all true. I was a fool who fell for you. The dame who you thought you could walk out on. Here's the phone. I can call Denton and turn myself in. There's the door. You can walk right out and I'll never bother you again. But if you can forgive Scott, I can. I know things will never be what they might have been, but we can try. Take my hand.
I'm a private investigator. People pay me to find things. Sometimes they don't like what I find. Sometimes I don't either. This was one of those times. I was to blame for what happened. Frankie should have shot me instead. I looked long and hard for Dan Small, and I lost a lot of friends. Something kept me going, though. Something strong. Maybe it wasn't Dan who I'd been looking for after all. Maybe it was Carol. There was one way to find out.
A woman has faces, along with airs and graces, but there's only one true woman inside. The average fellow won't cite it, the side she keeps most private. It's only seen